Hello and welcome back to Wasteland 2. So we are in Ranger Citadel. We got a few last little places to go and have a look around. Most of them look like shops, which is very interesting, although we spent most of our money on grenades. And then we might be heading back out into the waste, just better equipped than we usually are. A stark functional room that smells of gun oil and leather. Behind a counter protected by a steel banker's cage, you see rows of metal shelves going back into darkness. The shelves are piled with weapons, armors, uniform and other gear. There are also filing cabinets along one wall and clipboards hanging from nails beside a message board. Standing at the counter is a beefy young sergeant. He gives you a sly smile and an exaggerated salute as you enter. What's this? This is a fiberglass case with latches. It looks just the kind of thing which you'd safely store your guns. Oh, okay, so it's a ranger storage locker, so we can keep things here that we don't need right now. Like, say, an M2 heavy weapon. Okay, yeah. Mechanical repair ship in a bottle we'll chuck over there. Because we might need it at some point. Anything else? These books? Top quality things to be chucked in here. Anything that says quest item I'm not going to do? Oh, we can't move that. That's owned by her. I see. Nothing in here, although these should be all on her. Shotgun shells, well, we're not going to have shotguns with us right now, so we'll chuck those in here as well. Yeah, that's fine. Mangler is a one-shot thing, so that's cool. This gun is just straight up worse, we should sell that. Shotgun shells will move over. Spiked collar we're not using. Fix it we're holding on to for just now. Wait, did I not use that previously? Okay, we might need to go back over the other side and just check something. Shovel, we'll keep with us. That's being sold, that's being sold. Don't need the spiked collar again. Anything else in here that we don't need? Nope. This one, the Mississippi Mule can go away, herbicide's being sold. Rest of this is fine. The short barrel, we should actually probably equip that on something. Yeah. Then all of these books need to go into here. As well as that one. Cool. And we're probably selling the Ranger Star as well. Oh, shotgun shells. Stack them up. Cool. Well, that was a good bit of inventory management. We're looking much better. Can I see what our max carry weight? Oh, there it is. It's up there. So we're at 41 out of 69. 38, 47. Oh, I should also sort on each of these while I'm going through. Just to check that we're sorted. There we go. 47 out of 89. 24 out of 69. And 33 out of 93. While I'm at it, anybody who is... Yeah, actually, you know what I should do? Is I should give these grenades to people who don't have a secondary. Means instead of Angela having it, just chuck that grenade over to Hope. Yup. And she can have it. That's cool. Anything else I need to be worrying about? Nope, don't think there's any... Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? So it's the 4% chance to hit. I might hold on to it for just a second until we've checked the shops, in case there's more upgrades we want to do. Thanks for saving Hypo, recruits. I grew up near there, so it means a lot to me. Not real happy about the Red Scorpions are probably going to take it from the Rangers, though. This is Sergeant Tobias Melson. The young sergeant has the build and hearty confidence of a born jock. His neck is bigger around than his head, and his biceps strain with the sleeves of his tight t-shirt. They haven't even assigned you your bunks yet, and already the old man sent you off on a couple of do-or-die missions. Well, that's the way it goes in the Desert Rangers these days. I'm sorry to say. So, we better get you kitted out ASAP. You ready to equip yourselves, or do you have some questions first? What do you think? Do you think Vargas is too old for his job? I wouldn't say that. The general's a good man, but, well, he's not exactly a man of action anymore, is he? I mean, he kicked ass back in the days of Base Cochise and Finster, but nowadays it feels like we're just sitting around on our asses most of the time, you know? Who is Finster? Some kind of mutant master. Finster created all these mutants and tried to take over the world with them, or something. Anyway, Vargas and the old guys kicked his ass and made the world safe for humanity again. At least that's how Flintlock tells it. Base Cochise? The greatest threat the Rangers ever faced, or so the old Rangers say. A bunch of robots in an old military base. Doesn't sound like that big a deal to me, but whatever. I just wish something big would happen now. I'm tired of hearing these old war stories. I want to live through some stories of my own. How do you feel about the Rangers? A shining beacon of decency in a dark land. Ain't that what the old man says? Well, we try. Can't be as honourable as the general says when you're out in the wasteland, though. Not if you want to survive. The way I see it, you be as honourable as possible after you make sure the other guy's dead. What do you mean, do or die? Well, choosing between High Pool and Ag Center wasn't exactly easy, was it? And following those radio signals already killed Captain Ace. Okay, that's cold, I know. But it pissed me off. How did one of our best men die on such a bullshit mission? And now Vargas is sending you to finish the job? Hey, I'm glad you found Ace's murderer, but it's not going to stop there. He's just going to send you to find the same stupid signal. Did you hear that he was killed by a robot? I hadn't. I heard you found something weird and we're bringing it to Mercaptain, though. I was! Mercaptain's just around the corner, as we saw through the wall. You don't think the radio mission is important? I don't know why Vargas is so gung-ho on this signal. I already killed Captain Ace and it might kill you too. So for nothing, as far as I can see. It's probably just some old pre-recorded message. There's probably no one there at all. You don't think the signal is a threat? More like a waste of time if you ask me. We got bigger troubles right here in our own backyard. Why are we going to chasing radio ghosts? What troubles? Well, the Red Scorpions for one. I'm afraid if we leave them to our own devices, they're gonna be too big to put down. How do you feel about them? The biggest gang around right now, and they're getting more organized every day. I say we should be going after them and leaving the radio bullshit signals alone. Did you know Ace well? Ace was one of the best. All of us Rangers looked up to him, and now he's dead, murdered. And for what? So we could chase some radio signal that might or might not be a threat to us somewhere down the line? Sometimes I don't get the General's thinking at all. Old man? Oops, did I say that out loud? Don't tell Vargas I call him that, or he'll hit me with his cane. Is there anything we can help you with? Nah, I'm good. Well, actually there is one thing, now that I think about it. Now that us Rangers are getting active again, we started using a lot more ammo, and I'm running low. To make more, I need as much brass, lead, and steel as I can get my hands on. So if you acquire any broken weapon parts, especially the junk that's left over from modding your weapons, bring them back to me and I'll buy them at a premium. I like raw materials, but seeing as they're the only I like raw materials, but seeing as the only metal we've got is from our weekly level up deliveries, broken down parts of old weapons will work. We have a few questions. Ask away. If you want to know about any of the gear, name it. If you got questions about Citadel, I can help you out there too. Where can we store our extra equipment? I've seen your team use the Ranger locker over there by the wall. If you want, your team can keep using it to store extra gear. Don't worry, I'll make sure no one messes with it. Tell me about Ranger Citadel. Otherwise known as the Ranger Clubhouse. This will be your home away from home as long as you're a Ranger. There are worse places to be, believe me. And the food's good, the water's clean, and you're surrounded by your best pals. A bunch of badass desert Rangers who've got your back no matter what. Who can ask for better than that? Hoo-ah. You show us what's available? Sure, have a look while I get your requisition forms ready. Make sure you choose wisely. Won't last a day out in the waste without proper equipment and water. Do we just get this, or looks like we have to pay for this? That's going to be real unfortunate. You know what we can do, though? We can sell them some stuff that we don't need. Like this gun right here. And... oh, we got another book to read. I should do that. And this gun right here. And this gun right here. Wonderful. We got a little bit of money now. Oh, and this gun right here. Wonderful. Right, so... we can buy bulletproof shirts, which are interesting. What else does he have? Combat armor, which is... the bulletproof ones don't lower your combat speed, interestingly. The armor does. Steel-plated armor. Leather jackets, tactical vests. A really good sniper rifle. Let me have a look at compared to ours. Sniper is our main thing, so... yes, that is a straight-up increase to our sniper. It's a lower range. but has more capacity per round, more armor pen. It is a nice sniper. It's all of our money though. Anyone, you have anything else? You have another sniper, which is what we're using. Okay. You have the FAMAS, which is an assault rifle, which is better. Okay. Interesting. Does a lot of damage per AP. Would run through ammo quite quickly, but that's fine. Is that the best one you got there? Or you got... Yes, that's the best one you got. Oh, you got another assault rifle down here, actually, that does more. No, so you do have better assault rifles. I see. Okay. Well, I'm not feeling like we need to jump on it right now. You have shotguns. You have pulse rifles. So that's an energy weapon. Is that better than... That is a much better lower damage than the weapon. Also, it does more to non-conductive enemies, which ours doesn't. That is actually huge. And the AP is less per shot as well, which is nice. I'm not sure if we can't afford it, but you know, it's nice to know it's there. What else have you got? You got some weapons that might work here. We're currently using a bladed weapon. I'd like to see what ours is, but that's... Actually, no, we're not using bladed. We're using blunt. But 35 to 45... 31 to 45 is much better than our current one. Yep. Laser carbine is worse than the herbicide one, but does more to non-conductive enemies. Pipe as a blunt weapon. Costs quite a lot for a pipe. And there's the bit I'm looking for, ammo. So let me head out here for just a second. So finding water is really a problem. More people die from thirst out in the waste than bullets. You'd be wise to top up your canteens every time before you head out. Got plenty for you over in the mess hall. Right. Let's sort this out a little bit now that we've got all of what we need. When he said requisition forms, I dared to hope, and my hope was dashed. Right, so let's see what exactly we have. So we have 47 energy cells. We have 8 of that. We have 9 here, so we need more assault rifle ammo. 21 sniper is also questionable. Then we have a bunch of that. I was going to use this for the toaster repair so I could try it over on the other one. Did I just not use it there? Yeah. Let me go check this, because I was going to use it over on the other place, all the way over here, on this toaster. But I guess I just never used the book before I checked. Let's see what the chances are now that, yeah, now that we might actually use the book. Okay, so right now, looking at a 15% chance. If I go closer and use toaster, it's 1545. Read the book. Did that actually use it? Oh, I see. See, when I pick it up, you have to click on someone. Right, there we go. That's a little odd, but good that we learned it. Right, so toaster repair, 30%. Still too low, but good to know how that works. Okay. So, I believe that we need sniper ammo secondary to assault rifle ammo. How much assault rifle ammo do we need? Probably like 30 for each of them, so like better. 60 overall. How much is it? Oh, we need to click makings as well when we get there. Oh no, that would just send us to the same screen. That's fine. Right. I was just thinking about it. Assault rifle ammo is 1,000 for 250. So if we wanted 50, we're looking at 250. No, we're looking at 200 for 50. So we can afford 30 each. That's fine. Yeah, 120. That's alright. We'll buy 30 each. It's not too bad. So that means that we have roughly about 40 on each of them, plus whatever's in their gun right now. Sniper-wise, we use this one, I think. I think they're the same, the two I was looking at. Let's buy another 20 of those. Yeah, sure. It's most of our scrap, but I still think it's worth it. Right. Goodbye. So now if I look... Oh, we don't. We used to use... What was this used in? It does say usable in sniper, but not our sniper. I'd like to sell it back to you for the same price. if that's okay. I need the other sniper ammo. I'm sorry. Do you have any? He doesn't even sell the other sniper ammo. Oh, tricked. Okay, well.
Hey, Melson. How are the guns?
Banging as always, Angie. Does she ever reply? Nope. Okay, I like how she has something to say everywhere. A large well-lit room filled with noisy machines and men and women were in black aprons working at lathes and drill presses turning steel into guns. It smells of gun oil and hot metal. Hello. Can't talk right now. Okay. Recruits, huh? Me too. Better see Captain or Captain at her drawing board. Always like to welcome the new kids. Okay.
Ah, the new recruits. Back from High Pool. I've been expecting you. That should work.
I like how everything is highlighted. Hello. Looking closer, you see the woman isn't quite as youthful as she seems. There were a few grey hairs among the brown and a lot of lines around her eyes. But she sketches with the keen-eyed intensity of a younger woman.
A very tough decision, considering it was your first time out. I would have picked Ag Center personally, but I understand your decision. Water is essential to the growth of the wastes.
We type in High Pool here.
Well done saving High Pool. Their reservoir is a marvel of engineering, and it would be a tragedy to lose it. Granted, most of it survived from before the apocalypse, but the skill that went into getting it up and running again should not be underestimated.
Ag Center?
I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Well, you know, nobody can help it anymore. Ace.
Ace was everything a ranger should be. Smart, tough, and resourceful. His passing is a great tragedy, particularly for Angie. She and Ace were very close.
Angie?
Not my area, sadly. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. General Vargas said to bring you... Actually, you know what? You knew we were coming?
Every new recruit the General brings in gets around to visiting us eventually. The weapons and armor we make are what keep them alive, after all. Most are curious where they come from. I imagine you're no exception.
You make weapons here?
Well, that's a bit of a misnomer. We do make some of them, the really interesting ones. But mostly what we do here is refurbish scavenged weapons and armor. One thing we hope our rangers will do is collect any broken down weapon parts, stray bits left over from modding, what have you, that they find as they patrol the wastes and bring them back here, to Melson, over in the quartermaster's office. In exchange, he'll buy it off you at a great markup.
What's Melson like?
He knows his guns, I'll give him that. Though I wouldn't have him in my shop. He's not nearly focused enough.
Well, you got interesting weapons? I'm interested.
Huh. The interesting ones are my department. I'm always trying to come up with new and better weapons and armor using bits and bobs we have lying around. Can't just give them away, though. Creating them takes a lot of our precious resources, so the General is pretty tight with the requisition orders.
How would I get a requisition order?
Well, the General keeps a tight grip on requisition orders. All of the officers in the Citadel have the power to give them out, but only if we think a particular weapon would be necessary for the successful completion of a mission, or if we're impressed by how a ranger team completed a difficult assignment. I can hand over one piece of tech for each rec you earn, but just one. So make sure you think it over before you take the first shiny thing you see.
Okay, what kind of armor do you have?
We have everything from sturdy leather jackets to hand-forged plates, to the finest reconditioned pre-war combat armor we can find. You'll have to pay for the more expensive items. Research and repair doesn't come free, but we aren't out to make a profit, just to recoup our expenses. Go see Sergeant Melson for that. I've got some custom, interesting armor, but the General's orders are to save those for special loadouts only.
What kind of weapons do you have?
We service, repair, and reinvent every kind of weapon, from knives and handguns to rifles, even energy weapons, when we can get our hands on them. We don't do explosives, though. That's TNT Tan's department.
What do you think of TNT Tan?
Nicest guy you could ever want to meet, but, shall we say, less than cautious? He's nearly blown himself up more than once. He likes creating experimental explosives just like I like working on experimental weapons and armor. though I dare say my safety record is a trifle better than his.
Okay, what have you got for us in requisition terms?
Some very nice pieces. Let's see. Old Flintlock sent over a requisition with your name on it. Said he hopes better armaments will prevent further deaths.
Ooh, that's nice. So I've got a requisition allocated for you. Old Flintlock sent one. Really? Sweet, wait, we can just get one of these. Okay. The Bad Attitude submachine gun. Okay, which gives you modifiers to hard S. Leather jacket or goat hide armor. I mean, the goat hide armor is so perfectly, like, it's poetically good.
Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's just one item per rec. I'll let you know when I've got more for you. Some very nice pieces. Not seeing anything allocated for you, Rangers. Sorry.
Thought I should ask. Okay, so I wonder why we got that. I don't know. But anyway, we got it. That's cool. What do you think of General Vargas?
Vargas is a man of vision and prudence. I know a lot of the Rangers think he's too cautious, but I can't agree. Slow and steady is the way to go. He's done an amazing job rebuilding the Rangers after our war with the robots from Base Cochise, and we're stronger than ever before. That doesn't mean, however, that we should now go charging off to fight everybody and their brother. We must expand gradually and fully assess all threats before taking action.
What threats do we face?
The others say that our biggest threat is the Red Scorpion militia, who have taken over the prison which used to be our headquarters. They've been getting more organized and settled, and the fear is, now that they've established themselves, they'll start expanding their borders. What I say is, this will make them easier to negotiate with. Nomadic raiders have nothing to lose. A clan with towns and farms to protect thinks twice about risking their destruction by going to war. I say our biggest threat is expanding too fast. Let's make sure the communities we patrol are fully protected before we go looking for more.
Fair enough. What was Base Cochise?
A pre-war research facility dedicated to the science of robotics. Its mainframe was malfunctioning and kept building more and more robots and sending them out to defend itself against imaginary enemies. The Rangers destroyed the computer and the robots and saved the world, which is, of course, a good thing, but, well, I wish I had been a Ranger then. From all reports, the sophistication of the computer's AI was incredible, and its death was a great loss to science. I can't help thinking that, had I been there, I might have been able to find a way to shut it down without destroying it. What a tool for good it could have been.
General Vargas said to bring you this robot leg we found at Ace's murder site.
Let's have a look at it. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Did the General tell you? He was so pleased that you found Ace's killer that he authorized a requisition order for you. You were to have your pick of some of my more interesting creations.
Ooh, what have you got?
Some very nice pieces. Let's see. The General allocated a requisition for you for completing a thorough investigation of Captain Ace's death site.
Okay, what have we got? So we got a new set of things. Leather jacket, bad attitude. I guess maybe you can get anything you've seen before as well. The shoe model Ranger combat knife. Mechanical repair, max water carry, critical chance, or range chance to hit bonus minus evasion. Ooh. A necklace with a sniper's bristle bore brush for a pendant. Written on the handle is an inscription. SB. If I ever leave you, use these, my gifts to you, to find my heart. WB.
Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's just one item per rec.
You got anything
Some
else?
very nice pieces. Not
Nope.
seeing anything
Okay.
allocated
Goodbye.
for you, Ranger. Thanks for visiting, recruits. Come by anytime.
Good to
And go
see
see
you,
Sergeant
Captain.
Melson if you're looking to shop. Likewise, Captain Death.
Okay, so we have the goat hide armor, which we will of course wear on Buffalo, mainly because it's kinda awesome, given the context. I think Hope can have the leather jacket. Yep. Then the chance to hit bonus. I'm thinking I'm gonna give to Heat, even though the crit one is nice on her, but the chance to hit I mean, one, evasion goes down, she's not being hit by people like that, but the chance to hit means that basically she is aiming at someone and hitting them, like, almost all the time. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm trying to think who's gonna have the crit. I guess the crit should go to Scooter, because Scooter has a pistol, and pistols are naturally more likely to crit. So we will give him this. Can I see what the crit chance difference is? Yeah, it goes up to 20. So it's the same as the sniper, but he's much lower level. So it's 1 in 5 crit, which isn't bad. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave. I like the requisition order stuff, so you get, Wait, did I say...
That should work.
He just said pissed recruits. Hey, over here. Hey, what's up? A gaunt man in his 30s hunches over a table cleaning and oiling gun parts. He is smeared with oil and sweat and seems to be trembling slightly. Listen, I heard you talking to her captain right now, and well, everything she's got is solid merchandise, but as you may have noticed, Melson's gonna make you pay through the nose for the good stuff. Well, I got a little toy collection of my own. I'm willing to let some of them go for cheaper than she is. Interested? What kind of good stuff? All the big guns, energy weapons, rockets, sniper rifles, all top quality and made it myself. Do you want some? And they won't jam up every other shot? I swear, they're just as good as the ones Melson has, but at a fifth of the price. What'd you say? We're interested. Cool, but listen, you can't tell the boss or captain I'm doing this, or she'll fire me. Right? Don't worry, we won't tell. Great, here's what I got. So will these jam? 95% chance to jam. No. We gotta tell them. Yeah. Come on, I'm trying to raise money for a family emergency. Why does your family need money? I'm trying to help out my sister. Can't tell you more than that, but it's important, I promise. Come on, can't you do a guy a favor? Is your sister in trouble? Sorry, I'm not saying any more about it. Will you help me out? Buy a gun or two? What you're saying doesn't make sense. Something pretty terrible must be going on for you to risk getting kicked out of the Rangers for it. You're right. Look, it's my sister. If you ain't interested in guns, I got a letter to her. It's important. I can't leave the Citadel. I can't get time off. Would you take it to her? She lives in the Rail Nomad camp. Her name is Caddy, and tell her I'm sorry. We'll deliver the letter for you. Thank you. I owe you one. Here. What's so important about this letter? Never mind what's so important. It's private. Between me and her. We take the letter? Yeah, I guess we will. Kiss-ass 4 required to even think about it. XP-wise, we're not far off. We might get that before we leave. What's the letter say? It says to Catty bowling. Okay. Well, we might be back. Okay, if we can get 100 XP.
Hey, Woodson. What do you hear?
Welcome back to Ranger Citadel, recruits.
It's Vargas. Hey, Woodson. Sergeant Wade Woodson, one of the most technically minded members of the Rangers. He's the guy we can ask about the repeaters. Yeah. He's wearing a makeshift pair of glasses and starting to grey at the temples.
Welcome, recruits. Nice to finally make your acquaintance. Good work saving the day and attaching the repeater units in High Pool. The General and I thank you. Now I'm guessing you're here to learn more about these mysterious broadcasts that you've been helping us with. We use the repeater units to boost a weak radio signal out in the field and transmit the data back to the Citadel. And let me tell you, it was hell trying to find enough parts to make the ones we needed. Which is why I'm so glad you were able to find the ones Ace was carrying.
You know Ace?
I'm the one who took Ace's last call. He said someone was following him, but he had a plan to turn the tables on the guy. That was it. That was the last thing he said. I guess his plan didn't work out. Still feel like I should have done something. Called him back to base. I don't know.
What do you think of Vargas?
Well, I'm not gonna say anything bad about the General when I'm sitting right next to him, am I?
You better not, Woodson. I'll take away your smokes ration.
See? But seriously, I think the General has been a wise and cautious leader these past 15 years. Some of the boys may think he keeps it a little too cautious, but they're not the ones who have to field the calls when good men die. Since we started hearing these strange broadcasts, he decided that the quiet times are over, and his place is here, on the air, listening to the people of the wastes and sending his troops into battle.
What do you mean by quiet?
Well, we spent the 15 years since we defeated the base code chief's AI retrenching, rebuilding the Citadel, rebuilding our numbers, solidifying our position. It made us a stronger organization, I think. But we also have a smaller footprint now, and some of the places we used to patrol have kind of fallen off the map. Now, though, I think it's time to wake up. The world is changing. These crazy broadcasts, the Red Scorpions in the old prison, reports of trade routes to the east where we thought there was nothing but radiation. If the Rangers still want to be a force for good in the world, then we gotta start stepping out beyond our own backyard.
Why is he shouting? When he said, now though, it's time to wake up, I'm like, my god, I'm awake. Yeah, chill. Anyway, who are the Red Scorpions?
The Red Scorpion Militia. They took over the old prison when we moved out. Not really much more than a raider gang. But they're starting to tell everybody that they're the real law in Arizona. And they're asking people to call them for help instead of us. Maybe they're really trying to shape up, but I doubt it. Sounds more like an old-fashioned shakedown scheme to me.
Anything to say about the prison?
Our old home base. Not bad for what it was, but we've been outgrowing it for decades. When we cleared the previous owners out of this place, we saw an opportunity to make a move.
Okay, east of what?
We always thought the radiation east of the prison was just too strong, and that travel that way was impossible. But now the Scorpions are claiming they've established trade with a community beyond the radiation called Damanta, and also with a group calling themselves the Servants of Titan. We're not welcome in Scorpion territory, so we can't check the truth of all of this. But they do seem to be getting better weaponry from somewhere, so maybe it's legit.
Tell me about the base Cochise AI. What's that?
It was the Rangers' greatest enemy, though really all it was a malfunctioning machine. The mainframe of a pre-war military facility that somehow got it into its circuit board head that everybody in the world was its enemy. It started pumping out robots to defend itself. And if we hadn't stopped it, those robots could have killed everyone in Arizona.
Tell us more about the broadcast.
We don't know where they're coming from, or who's making them. Hell, they could be old pre-war recordings for all we know. But we've been hearing them since the skies started to clear. And they've got a threatening sound to them, so we've been trying to learn more about them. Which is what we sent Ace out to do when that robot murdered him. Now you've already attached one of our repeater units to the radio tower at High Pool. But because you were unable to do the same at Ag Center, we're in a bit of a bind. See, we intended to make a Watson-Watt Adcock antenna array using those two towers. Our tower here, and the tower where Ace died. Linking those four would have allowed us to pinpoint the origin of the signal. Now, however, we're going to have to try to find the radio tower the General already mentioned to you in Damanta. If it even exists.
Got all that? Good. Okay, so Damanta. I was going to say, we heard of Damanta before, and yeah, that's where we need to attach the radio thing, but we're also hearing it's in radiation we can't get into. That sounds like a problem. So you've heard of Damanta?
I've been hearing the Red Scorpions radio chatter about this place for more than a year now. They claim it's somewhere beyond the eastern radiation clouds. I hope they're right. The radio tower that Gilbert says is rumored to be there could be our only hope for tracking down those mysterious broadcasts.
What's a Watson-Watt Adcock antenna array?
You sure you want to hear this? Most people's eyes glaze over when I start getting technical.
Yes.
Really? Okay, you asked for it. So with the traditional Watson-Watt method of radio direction finding techniques, it is possible to find the direction from which a radio signal was transmitted using two Adcock antenna pairs to perform an amplitude comparison on the incoming signal. An Adcock antenna pair is a pair of antennas that take the vector difference of the received signal at each antenna so that there is only one output from the pair of antennas. Two of these pairs generate what can be referred to as north-south and east-west signals, which will then be passed to the receiver. In the receiver, the bearing angle can be computed by taking the arctangent of the radio of the north-south to east-west signal. Given any four antennas of a known distance from each other, this method can establish a very accurate directional vector on an incoming signal.
Okay, so if I understand this right, basically the idea is, if you have four going on, and you know, and you're getting signals from somewhere north, somewhere south, somewhere east, and somewhere west, you can then say, okay, so the east one is this strength, and the west one is this one, so it must be that percentage east or that percentage west, and then you can do the same north and south, and then you can be well, it must be roughly in this area. Okay, fair enough.
Satisfied?
Yeah. Answers my question. What do you know about Ag Center?
I'm very sorry you weren't able to save Ag Center. They were doing so much to develop hardier animal and plant stock that would survive out here in the wastes. It's a real blow to have lost them.
High Pool?
I'm so glad you were able to save High Pool. Its reservoir and treatment plant provides water for us and the other communities in the area.
What did the skies have to do with it?
Well, it's only a theory, but my guess is that the fallout that's been floating around up there in the ionosphere since the war has been muddying things up there, stopping long-range broadcasts from being reflected back to Earth. Now maybe the fallout is starting to decay, and the ionosphere is slowly returning to normal, allowing it to reflect radio waves like it used to back in the good old days. Or not. I only know what I read in salvage books.
Whatever called it, we're definitely picking up some more distant radio signals these days than we were able to even 3 months ago. Alright, thanks for the info, Woodson.
Alright. Good luck out there. You'll be hearing from us. Well, you saved
welcome back
High
to
Pool from
Ranger
the wreckers,
Citadel,
but I don't
recruits.
think they're going to be calling us anymore. Vargas isn't pleased.
They're not going to be calling us anymore? Why not? Hey, Vargas. A stiff-bearded older man wearing a hard-worn ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are lots of notches on the barrel.
So you saved High Pool at the expense of Ag Center. A tough decision, and I know it must weigh heavily on your minds. But a choice had to be made, and once you chose High Pool, you did all you could to save it and its people. I'm particularly pleased that you helped Kate Preston become the new mayor over there. She's the kind of pragmatic, level-headed leader the old place needs. Also, let me personally thank you for finding Ace's killer, whatever it was. I'm sorry your initiation into the Rangers has been such a trial by fire, but you've proven yourself tough under pressure, and in my eyes, that makes you fit to be a Ranger. Welcome aboard. Now, any questions?
Any advice for us, sir, now that we're officially Rangers?
You are our next generation recruits, and I want you to make us proud. Remember that every action you take reflects directly upon the Desert Rangers as a whole. We've worked hard to gain the trust of the people of Arizona, and to have them accept our authority. Keep that in mind every time you draw your weapon or make a promise. The lives of other Rangers and the rule of law depend on your wisdom, honor, and forbearance.
Well, thank you for letting us into the Citadel, sir.
It is your home now, recruits. A place to rest and resupply between missions. A place to learn and to share your knowledge with others. But it's more than that. Despite its tarnished history, the Citadel is a force for good, a shining beacon of justice in a dark land, a bulwark against barbarism in a world of lawlessness and brutality. Indeed, it is the furrowed field out of which the seeds of order will grow into a new and better civilization. Hey, forgive me. Get carried away sometimes, but I do believe we are making a difference despite my shortcomings, and that our flame must not be allowed to be snuffed out. That's why we need young, motivated recruits like yourselves.
Shortcomings, sir? Surely not.
I've been too cautious, recruits. Since we took this place over 15 years ago, I focused too much on keeping the peace in areas we know, and not enough on outside threats. I wanted to rebuild, get our numbers up, but all I've really been doing is letting the world pass us by. Well, that's gotta change. And the change starts with you. You are going to find out where this threat is coming from.
Okay, a place to learn, sir.
We have a library here, where we compile maps and information about the region to help us with our work. If you want to know about any old tech or ancient knowledge, go talk to old Flintlock there. If you've got map questions, see Gilbert. He's our cartographer.
Okay, Flintlock?
Flintlock was old when I was your age. Now he's ancient. Knows more about the history of the Desert Rangers than any man alive, and he'll tell you so himself.
Simak?
Doesn't ring any bells.
I thought I'd ask because it's the name in the book. What was it? Was it Vax?
Tricked the AI in base Cochise into making that guy for us. Just a robot, but a pretty powerful one, and pretty useful too. Kind of fell apart after, though. Think we broke him up for parts in the end.
An elk?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Sergeant Cigaris, sir? Gilbert, sir?
Gilbert was another one of my squad. We called him Thrasher back in the day. A good man to have in a tight spot. Past his fighting days now, though. Took a wound during the Battle of Base Cochise and never fully recovered. Now, he's our cartographer and damn good at it. You'll find him in the museum with Flintlock.
Ace Cochise?
I'm not getting you.
I spelt that correctly. I'm going to ask about Finster as well.
Are you sassing your superiors, recruit?
No, sir. Where can we resupply, sir?
You'll want to talk to our quartermaster, Sergeant Melson, about that. He'll provide you with all the weapons, armor, and gear you need to carry out your duties in the Wastelands. You may also want to talk to Ethel Mercaptain or TNT-10 if you need something special.
What can you tell us about Sergeant Melson, sir?
Melson's all right. A bit young, a bit rowdy, a bit gung-ho. But the Rangers need that now. We need new blood, like yourselves.
Who is Ethel Mercaptain, sir?
One of the brightest minds in the Citadel. She's really helped us get our weapons and armor up to scratch, and she's always coming up with new and better stuff. Worth a visit just to see what she's got cooking.
TNT Tan, sir?
Our munitions expert. Crazy bastard is gonna blow us all up one day. Does good work, though. In the field, his ordnance is highly reliable. It's just his workshop that scares the bejesus out of me.
Who is Wade Woodson, sir?
Woodson's that man right over there, my radio wingman. The man who keeps me on the air. If you want to know more about the repeater units, or how to use your radio, see him.
So you think it was more than just a robot, sir?
The Rangers have fought robots before, but none like that. I don't know what that thing was, or where it came from, and that makes me uneasy. I'd already sent Captain Mercaptain a special requisition form, on the condition you bring her something that'll help us track down Ace's killer. From what she's told me so far, you'll need the best she's got.
I'm going to ask about Requisition. I'm just making sure I spell it right.
It doesn't ring any bells.
Thought it wouldn't. Anything else you can tell me about Ace, sir?
Ace and I went way back to the prison days. We fought Finster and the base Cochise robot army together. We rebuilt the Citadel from scratch. That I sent him on the mission which got him killed hangs heavy on my heart. And Angie's never gonna forgive me.
I asked these questions, but apparently maybe you have to unlock questions as well. Anyway, you know Angie well, sir?
Well enough not to talk behind her back when she's standing right in front of me. Hey Angie, how you holding up?
Better now, General. I'm only crying 8 hours out of every day now, instead of 16.
Ain't no shame in grieving, Angie. No shame at all.
Okay. Base Cochise, what happened with that, sir?
Place was nearly the death of us. Hell, it was nearly the death of the whole human race. Damned malevolent mainframe churning out an endless army of robots. If we hadn't stopped it, well, I hate to think.
What's the deal with Erwin John Finster?
Craziest jackalope we ever faced. Might have been human once. Might have been sane, too. But when we met him, he was a crazy android bent on wiping out the human race and replacing us all with mutants. Got his head in our museum if you want to take a look.
Ah, so that's who the head belonged to. Anything to say about the prison?
Our old stomping grounds, since right after the apocalypse. We moved out of there about 15 years ago when we took over this place. Wasn't a bad place, but the Citadel is more defensible. The Red Scorpions have moved into the prison since then. Nasty bunch from all accounts.
What do you think of the Red Scorpions, sir?
They call themselves the Red Scorpion Militia now, and lately they've been filling the airwaves with a lot of trash about how they're the real law and order around here. Just another raider gang, if you ask me. I don't give them the time of day.
Alright, here's where I angle for 100 XP. We found a page from Ace's logbook. Sir?
Did you? Excellent work.
No.
Let me have a look.
It's only 35.
Not much here, is there? Let me see. Fell in with a snake squeezing cellar. Okay. Getting that feeling of being followed. Damn, tells a sad story, doesn't it? Guess what came out of the dark was that damn killer robot. Well, looks like your best lead is to find this snake squeezing salesman, whoever he is. Mentions Rail Nomad here, so have a look there if you haven't already. Maybe this fella knows something more, like where the rest of the logbook is.
Maybe he'll tell us about the Rail Nomads?
Are you sassing your superiors, recruit?
No, sir.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Goodbye.
Make us proud, recruits.
Hey, General. How's the leg?
Fine, Angie. Hope you're feeling better.
It comes and goes, Snake. You know.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, we were so close. 58 XP. Is there anything else we can do to get that tiny amount of XP? Do I think of anything else we could do? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that we could possibly do that would get us any XP? We need so little that is worth thinking about. If we had the pills, we could have chugged pills in order to get us 10 XP a pill. Is there anything else we can even do in here? No, we just gotta come back. Well, you know what that means. We have nothing else to do. It's time to head back out to the wastes. And we are gonna... Wait a second. Do you have XP for us? Nope. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. Well, with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching, and next time we're heading back out into the wastes, and probably to the Rail Nomad camp. I'll see you then. Goodbye.